Hey guys, Shin here. No, it's been a while, but been kind of busy. With working on trying to find not really a new job, but a better job. If you can get my drift. I don't mind where I'm working. I just don't like where I'm working. Um, but moving on from that aspect, I've also had an interesting day today. Anyone who may know it, I actually got to meet Mr. McFoley, who's gone by many names. Example, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, or the more popularly named Mankind of WWF, WWE, whatever the hell you want to call it, the Federation these fucking days. Moving on from that. Let's see. Got his autograph. Got him to autograph something, which I have currently mounted on my wall until I find an appropriate frame. So yeah. A lot of "I hate you" responses I got from that today. But moving on from that, I've also been looking at a show called Bullshit, nonetheless, which is an awesome Penn and Teller show. I recommend it to you. Obviously, I'm not getting paid to do this, so this is actually on a true recommendation, as the show actually helps promote the use of critical thinking that many of us don't use, in my personal opinion. But moving on from that, before I actually start ranting, yeah, I haven't. Well, I have been battling, but I haven't been putting the videos up. I have been kind of lapsed as of late. I apologize for that, but I'm going to try to start getting into the run of things. And this particular battle is between a friend of mine, once again, Sakie. You may know him from my last battle. Oh, excuse me, in which he did not do so well. Could have done better, but he has improved. As you see, he's using a different team with a lot different bases. He has pretty good, how would you say, coverage. But since he's just getting back into it, he still has a lot to learn. This was a fun match, and once again, I'm using my standard team, which I'm just going to be testing out. Not really changed much, except recently, as in almost an hour ago recently. Now I'm going to be leading off with my Sableye lead, also it's his Empoleon, which is going to catch me off guard, since I have not really fought Empoleons, or much of the Pokemon he's going to use. There's going to be a lot of times going to be like, oh crap. And why I lead with that? Because for some reason I just assumed it was going to carry the Aqua Jet, so I wanted to burn it, so I can, minimize the damage it would try to do, since Aqua is a physical attack. And in fact, I don't like being hit with any physical attacks. Now, right into the match, as you see, he's going to level with his Toxie, whatever the hell he named his Empoleon that for. I level with my Shin-Chan and go right off for the Will-O-Wisp, get the burn on the first turn. It's good stuff going on. Except for rocks. I'm like, oh, okay, well, none of my team's really hindered by it severely, so I don't have to really worry about it, since nearly half my team carries leftovers anyway. Now, he's going to go for the Scald. And then with that, I switch to my Maytag, who of course is going to be resisting that. And on the next turn, I am just immediately going to go right for the Volt Switch straight away, just to see how much damage it does. And he survives, which is interesting, considering it's a stab Volt Switch, which is just to say, hey, this guy is special defensive bulky. I'm like, okay. And I go into my Venus, which is just going to be roared out right into my Scizor. And from there, I'll get my lefties going on. Scarlet's going to be just doing his little wing dance. And I believe there's going to be a double switch right now. Yeah, I'm going to go right into my Maytag once more, and he's going to go right into his Flares, which is his Fernape. And of course, that is just a horrible double switch on his part, so he's going to switch right out as I go straight away for my Scarfed Hydro Pump and just blast whatever comes in, since nothing's really going to appreciate it, Empoleon or not. Now, it's going to be his Espeon, which I know I'm going to outspeed since I do run the Scarf, so I just go for another Hydro Pump, hoping I don't miss just to finish this thing. Obviously it wasn't a defensive type at all, it was just hit as hard as it can. It goes into his PP, which is interesting, which is just an Electros, which takes the Hydro Pump not so well, but he's able to take me out with a Thunderbolt. Interesting, since I don't think this thing's offensive stats aren't really that good, but all around it has decent stats. Now I'll go into my Sting, and I'm just going to set it to sub, just to see what this guy's going to do. And he goes for the U-Turn, and upon that U-Turn, I believe he goes into his Miss Mage, which is his Magius. And I've known in UU tiers, this thing is nothing but a monster. So it's going to set up a sub, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to baton straight away to my Scarlet, since I know, one, I have priority, and two, physically, this Miss Mage is not really going to enjoy being hit by my Scizor at all. Now she's gonna go straight away for the nasty plot, and he's gonna go away for the nasty plot, and I'm just gonna go straight away for the Swords Dance. Now this may seem a little pointless, but once again, I have the priority, and since I will be able to break his sub the first turn, the next turn following, I'll be able to just knock this Mismagius right out of the match before it can do any significant damage. Now it goes for the hidden power, which I would assume was just a hidden power fighting, since that's what most of these things run anyway for, you know, coverage reasons. And upon that, I'm just gonna go again, another bullet punch, just finish this thing right off. Don't have to worry about it for the rest of the match. Moving on from there, let's see. He goes right into his PP, which I have no idea why, because I had a fire move of some sort. But I'm just gonna go for the bug bite, since I know I'll outspeed this thing. Since I know Electros has no like really speed prowess. And I go for the bullet punch on his friend, just trying to get some damage off, since I, for some reason, did not want to switch yet, which is stupid on my part, because I could have just switched onto the predicted fire punch into my Heatran, and just wall this thing regardless, because like it's the same physical one that he used from the last game, and it's not mixed at all. Now he switches his flares out and goes right back into his Toxic, which it doesn't matter, because I went for the EQ either way. And again, nothing's really enjoy taking the EQ. And, you know, Sting is going to get his poison heal up, just get some of that HP back. And he goes into his Mienshao, which I didn't understand at first, but then I forgot. These things like running Hidden Power Ice. And that's going to take my Sting right out straight away, which is very depressing. Another way I got caught off guard. And then I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but I missed that once more. Goes for the Grass Knot. I don't know why, but now I see this thing's kind of like specially, if not mixed. But then I go for the Will-O-Wisp, which is good because the U-turn is not going to do as much as it should have thanks to the Life Orb damage. And since his physical attack just went to crap. I'm just going to go right away into his Infernape. I'm going to go for the cover just to see what this guy is going to do. And he ends up going straight away for the Thunder Punch. Don't know why, but that's going to hurt since it crits. And I'm just like, crap. And he goes for the Mach Punch. Again, not understanding why, because I am Ghost, so it's not going to do a damn thing to me. Then I'm going to take the Life Orb away, so it's going to minimize the damage he's going to be able to do to me, which to me was my main worry, since I know I could take this thing out, regardless of what the hell's going to happen. He goes for another Mach Punch, and so hit my Heatran, and I just go for the Fire Blast just to finish this thing off, since I know I was, yeah. Interesting, I think a Close Combat would have killed him, but I don't think he carries Close Combat. Moving on from there, goes into his Mienshao. And I go for the Protector just to scout what this thing's going to do. It's going to go for a Grass Knot, which I did not understand why. So I just assume he probably has nothing against me. He doesn't have a fighting move for whatever reason. But hey, guess what he does? I Jump Kick. And it just completely takes me out. Crit and all. Now, last but not least is going to be my Venus. And after a workup, I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain and just take this guy out. That was another good match from my friend Sakie. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to start digging through my files and all my recordings just to find another match to post. And I will definitely try to get them up as soon as I can. If anything, I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, definitely check out that show, Bullshit. Love it. Bullshit with Penn and Teller. Otherwise, I will just talk to you guys later. And see you on the next upload. This is Shin, signing off.